Are we ready for showtime? So I'm ready. There we go. All right, howdy everybody. I'm going to be getting this show started here in a little bit. I am hopping on just as the show starts, so it's going to take me a few seconds just to get things queued up and ready to go. If there's anything anybody wants to see or for me to run, let me know. We've got some facets to run. I think there's some cabs that are here today to run. I unfortunately did not get to go to my storage for some of the larger pieces that I wanted to run, but all right. I'm going to be working on that light. How about that? Welcome, welcome, everybody. Some more cabs. Yeah. And then, of course, we've got the rough blades, things like this that we can run for $1 to get started. The orange, it's called the ocean, or teal, green, and black fans as well. Just going to kind of get everything squared away. I only have two pieces of semi-large, kind of medium-sized clusters that I can put up in the bin. And we got some tumbled pieces of kyanite. A lot of fun getting this to focus on the rock. But tumbled stones, got some funky shaped, long, polished ones, and more classic like that, kyanite. I will do my best to see questions as they come in, but I'm doing this myself without a mod, so it can be a little tough. If you want to put your question in all caps, it makes it a little easier. It does highlight it for me when you put it in there as well. And then maybe some of the larger teal pieces as well. Ocean kyanite. We're going to have to do something with that light, though. Welcome, everybody. I'm going to do some giveaways on kyanite as well. It's a nice piece right there with some what looks like garnet embedded in the big blue one in the center. Nice gemmy one. Nice thick gemmy one there. Could run it at 5. That's $5 for that one. And a couple other ones that are large like that, hopefully. And some large green. And facets, as I said, I got a lot of facets, a lot of black kyanite fans we can run as well. And lots of blue. You can do blue scoops and green scoops and orange scoops, however you want. And just depending on what I do is what the price will be as far as it starts. Then we got some of these nice sticks. These have been very, very popular. They're thicker. They're green. I don't know, so let's move some of this out of the way. Got real deep green color on the blue. Okay. This one here, right? Okay, let's see what we have for that. I said 5, right? Okay, looks like I need 4 of those big ones. Okay, let's see what we have here. Give me 1 second to add the listing in here. We're going to run the large blue kyanite in the front to start out. Nice gemmy blue. Make sure we're in there. There we go. Okay, we liking this one here. Lotta, Maryland. Is that right? Real nice piece. Dark blue streak in the center. Going to run that at 5. Nice thick piece too if you're polishing. Really good color in that one. So let's run that at 5, and I don't know what the time is on this one. It looks like it's 30 seconds, so have a whirl at it there. Jump in there at $5 to start for this deep blue kyanite gemmy. Very, very gemmy. This is Brazil. You'll see a lot of nice blues come out of Africa. There you go. Lata's coming up with the first icebreaker of the night at $5 for this beautiful piece here. Be sure to, there you go, you got it. And it's your first purchase, so I'll throw you in a free gift as well. Really appreciate it. Throw you in a nice green blade as well for you. So, oops, there we go. Thank you, Lata. That was a nice one. $5. A lot of Maryland. Let me just get your name down. Good purchase there. Very nice. Okay. Now, lots of other fun blue ones. Lots of thin ones. Lots of really good color in many of them. I'm all about that blue streak. Love that blue streak in kyanite. It's one of my favorite things about it, especially when you get it in like a nice green like that, where you have a blue streak running through it. It's the African Tanzanian. Let's see if this will let me zoom in even more. Will it? No, we're as far as we're going to go with the zoom. Okay, so yeah, we got lots of those gemmy ones as well. Not seeing this one, the blue streak. Yeah, it's probably not showing up too well. It's somewhat scattered in this piece. It's not a straight streak. You've got a blue here, and then you've got blue jumping off over here to the side. And yeah, well, let's see if I have my little light that'll blow it out. You can kind of see the blue and the green. It's really nice. Rust colored pile. Yeah, you got the brown on the outside, right? Not seeing the blue. Oh, these here, the orange. This is the orange kyanite. Yeah, rust color. Very popular. Very unique to Tanzania. And don't see too much blue running through the orange. Not seeing too many with blue at all, but Brazilian blue, you get a lot of that dark streak blue. A lot of the Brazilian green, you'll get nice blue streak through the center. Where's that facet? Again, the zoom is going to be unkind to my. Get something like that, faceted green. And yeah, I'm definitely have some trouble looking for the blue in that. You'll get your blue streak through the green kyanite as well. Unfortunately, I can see it, but can I show it? Whole nother story. So lots of blue kyanite. If you all want me to run a pile of blue, a pile of orange, you can run tumbled stone. Tumbled kyanite like that, if it's of interest. I got that running for this piece and a surprise piece to go with it for $5. $5 tumbled blue kyanite. Okay. How about $5 on the Gemmy blue, green, teal, aka ocean kyanite. In the same 30 seconds at 5. These make really nice wire wraps as they're shaped so well for pendants. Lotta, you like that one? This one has some biotite mica inclusion as well. Really nice shape for wrapping or setting, depending on what kind of metal skills you got. Lotta's going to jump in there for this piece. Very nice. Teal colored kyanite. Good pickup. There you go. Let's see what else we got. Well, while we're doing larger pieces, we'll do this green. This is a bright green color. What's nice about kyanite in the rough is you don't need too much to see the color. Not nearly as much about the translucence as it is the type of mineral that's included in it to make it green or orange or blue. We'll run this at 5. This is the green kyanite. Again, nice, thin, nice wrappable piece. Good for making jewelry. And this one will come with a gift attached as well. $5. Lotta's going to pick it up with a special freebie. Unless somebody else jumps in there. Good pickup, Lotta. Let's see what your freebie will be. Liking those Gemmy blues. Pick up this one for you. How about that? Nice freebie on that one. You're cleaning up, Lotta. Cleaning up. We got 4 people in here, so it's likely that you will. All right, run a black. This is a black fan or broomstick kyanite. Oh, that's got to have to change that. I think what's happening with my lighting is the backlight is washing out my top light. But let's run this. We're not going to run it at 5, but at something I've learned in other shows is that if I do it at $1 and it sells for $1, I might make negative. So that's not cool. So unfortunately for the dollar runs, if I sell it for $1, I might make less than a penny. So we're starting everything at 3 and all the auctions now. This is a black kyanite. Will come with a gift, which will be a kyanite gift, obviously, of a different color, likely. This is for this somewhat wrappable piece. Now, it is not a super stable specimen, but they do make really nice pendants when hung like that. Broomstick, black kyanite, Really nice blades. Lots is picking it up, possibly. Hey, I got to cover the costs. My last show sold a lot of dollar items, which is great. I moved a lot of stuff out. Thank you, Lotta. Freebie will be another blue gem blade there for you. And then I looked at the earnings and I was like, wow, negative 10 cents. How does that happen? And I'm not really sure. So, fortunately, I won't be doing the dollar ones anymore. So, we'll be sticking it at 3. Even at 3, I might make, I'll still make at least $1. That's my goal. Can at least make $1. Come on. We'll do another green long blade. It's translucent. It's got some good color. Long blade, thin. Again, really nice. Is that orange kyanite? Yes, these are piles of the blades of orange kyanite. And I'll run a pile here in a little bit. Probably after this, if you're interested in that. The fees, yeah, the fees are real. All right, we're running this at $3. This is large green kyanite blade. Again, substantial piece. Very nice for a centerpiece and a pendant, something like that. This is Tanzanian green kyanite. Very nice, and again, surface color. The color does not hide. It looks a little bit more yellow than it should, I think, in this. Lots is going to pick it up at $3, unless somebody else jumps in there. There we have it. You got it, Lotta. I am a new show. This is going to be my 3rd show. Kyanite is what we're doing tonight. The next show I do is going to be a plethora, a just whatever, anything goes kind of show. So any mineral I have sitting around or that I bring from storage, I'll probably do one of these as I buy it now. Pyrite and quartz from Peru. Whatever I got here. Some of this pyrite and calcite from Mexico. I do like pyrite, obviously. Got a lot of that. I'll do an apophyllite show, but I might have some apophyllite for the plethora show, the whatever anything goes show coming up next week. All right, orange. Let's do a little bundle here of orange kyanite. Make a little barrier. What's fun about kyanite is these little sticks make nice little barriers for what I'm putting up. We're doing this pile of orange kyanite right here. That's about as good as it's going to get as far as my zoom. So I'm going to run that at 3. That is kyanite blades. I do have kyanite orange stick as well, which is the video in the front of this show. But blades are really nice because they're very translucent. Get a lot of that orange surface. I'll throw that one in there too. Orange surface color. This auction at $3 is for all that you see right here. Orange kyanite, Tanzania. I've been told they have found it somewhere else, but as of now, there you go. Next time I run, it'll probably be a different one of the orange, but we'll see. Might be the same pile. Tanzania is really the place for orange. We'll run this blue blade, nice Jimmy blade. I guess you call that a blade. Somewhat thick. Oop, what's that? Leave show. Start auction. What are you talking about, leave show? No, don't leave the show. We got a blue blade here of Brazilian kyanite. Do have some facets and some cabochons. I believe that I have them here that we can run as well. This is for this nice gemmy blue blade of kyanite. And we have some tumbled stones. We got some larger green. Do I have larger green here? Yeah, I do right there. Larger green, larger. Well, I got large black kyanite, but I do not have it at present. I don't have it here. So it's going to have to be for the next kyanite show. Or the anything goes show if I bring it with. Bring it out. Let's see here. So nice substantial piece Gems, yeah, like faceted gemstone. Let's see. Which I'm not going to run at $3, but boy, they're so small. Hard to see in the camera. I'd have to get my faceted gemmy blue kyanite. Yep, got it. So something like that, we'd run it at for this to start. If you're interested, I'll just do it anyway. If you're not interested, you don't have to buy it. If you like that one, we'll start that offer and bid at $5 on the. Oh gosh, I don't have my little tab that tells me the size. Uh-oh, what happened? Luckily, I have a kyanite colored ruler to. There we go. Looking at 9 by 5 millimeter on this faceted piece here. Started at 5. I should get my little loop out. So $5 start on this is a Brazilian blue faceted gemstone. This is 9 by 5 millimeter faceted blue gemstone of kyanite, and it's not in focus. There we go. Kyanite. And I'm going to have to work on this for the next show where I have my little pincers. Lotta picking it up, cleaning up. You are cleaning up tonight. Thank you again. I appreciate that. That one, you're going to get a little box to go with it. So no harm, no foul on the facet. Okay. I'd almost say is I like kyanite too. Big fan, big fan. Is there anybody else out there? Latha, you seem to be in-house, ready to go. And I'm not complaining. I'll keep throwing kyanite at you. Let's do a little 3 kyanite mix. So that we're getting a couple colors in here. Let's go in a chunky one. Chunky green. You see all that? There we go. All right. So we are working on this pile. Now I'm getting visual. This gotta be right there. Okay. We're gonna run it on that. Let's just start it at any purple pinkish kyanite. I've heard tale. Running this auction on what we see in front of us right now. 3 pieces of green, 3 pieces of blue, and 3 pieces of orange kyanite for $5 to start. I do not have purple or pink kyanite. I have, unless I have it and I don't know it. If it's in a bin. Nobody for the mix. At least not this time around, right? Okay. Purple. Yeah, I feel like I've heard somebody say something about purple kyanite. I have yet to see it. Would love to see it if somebody has a picture of it. Let's do a little grab of the ocean. All right, this is what you call a spoon, a pinch. I'm calling it a pinch because I'm pinching it out of the box, but will it give us? Not so much. Okay. Kind of getting our best light that way. So we're going to run that. Same story. You broke. Uh-oh. Well, I will be doing this show again, probably many, many times. So I have lots and lots and lots. Lots likes this pile of the ocean kyanite. These are blade shaped, so they're flat. Again, nice for wraps or anything that you may be doing with it. I will be doing the show more, so If you're into kyanite, make sure that you keep yourself posted on the shows upcoming. Lonto's cleaning up at 5. Nice grab. All right. Let's see. Any interest in tumbled? In the tumbled kyanite? Tumbled kyanite like this. Any interest? Should I run that? If you're interested in some tumbled, should I run that? And lots of this is going into a bin. Not all of it's going to be separately bagged. So you're going to have your multi-purchases wrapped, some of that bagged together, depending on the stone, of course. There's that box with all those cabochons. I think I'd do some cabochons. You like the rough best? Yeah, I'm right there with you. Sometimes when you do the polish, I mean, even if it's not like necessarily the gemmiest of pieces, but you lose a little bit of that upfront nice color. You see a lot of the tumbled pieces are a little bit more of the gray kyanite, often. Not always. Depends on the grade, of course. It's kind of funny to me that they even grade kyanite, but they do. I remember the year that the kyanite was coming out polished for the first time, and that was amazing. Quite amazing. Oh, the box is right in front of me. That was an amazing time, man. Let me tell you. Lady had she had a room in Tucson full of beads that were all cut, kyanite beads that were all cut. Somebody came in and bought the whole room. How much for everything? And they bought everything. It was a rarity to see it polished. Yeah, tumbled is just that free form. It's nice when you have the shape. You know, if you can sustain in a piece, get some kind of polished flat piece like that. But I like the long ones like this. I have a few of these that are nice. They're long, tumbled. I do have tumbled, the orange tumbled too somewhere. I don't think I have that here. We're supposed to have a lot more kyanite for this show. I failed to get to storage for that, unfortunately. Get some cabochons. Now these are nice cabochons. They're dome on one end, somewhat flat on the back end. I like to run these per piece at 5 a piece. We'll start with that one, and I'll run all 3 of these. So, Ranta, you've got the first one. Very nice cabochon of blue kyanite with a nice blue streak in there as well. The size, oh boy, where's that kyanite colored ruler? 11 seconds to get the size. Oh, 15 by, looks like 10-ish. 15 by 10, and you've got it. There you go. I appreciate that. This one is 16 by 10. And that other one might have been a 16 by 10 too, but this is a nice gemmy blue. Let's see if I can get it close. Here we go with the auction at $5 for this one. Very nice cabochon. It is a cabochon, domed on the top, flat on the bottom, great for a ring. This is the ring size. Very nice for that, 16 by 10 millimeter at $5. It's a Brazilian kyanite. Great clarity, great blue. And in this polish, you don't lose the blue. You actually highlight it a little bit more by exposing more translucence underneath, which is great. 16 by 10 millimeter blue kyanite cabochon. Oh, hey, John, you won. It's your first one. We're going to throw in a freebie for you to go with your cabochon. We'll throw in a nice blade of blue. Okay, got one more for those cabs for right now. I'll do a giveaway in a little bit. I think, I'm not sure exactly what I should do. Maybe a small pile of rocks, perhaps, or a rock show of sorts. So probably will be some kind of rock. Maybe some black. Okay. Last cabochon that we're going to run. John's been all started. The last show I did, I didn't, I just, I wanted to rely on the video evidence of everything. I wasn't writing down the names of all the wins, and it took me a whole nother hours to put aside the orders. So I'm trying to fix that this time by writing the names down as they go, so I don't have to review the whole video and all that. Okay, we're going to run this one. What's the size? Okay, chat, get ready. It's like a 17 by 10. 17 by 10 millimeter. Very flat, but really, really deep blue. Really nice cabochon. I'm going to run that, start at 5. And there we go. Cabochon of blue kyanite. Now this one's definitely a deeper color. Flat on one end, hand cut. This is Brazilian kyanite. And it's a nice blue color. A little evidence of a darker blue streak through the middle there. You can see that. What did I say? 17 by 10, I think, is what I said on that. 17 by 10. Lots in the runnings with John, I believe. Cabochon of blue kyanite, and Lotta picked it up. There you go. Put that in your bin for you. I appreciate it. I'm going to throw in a freebie for you. It will be a piece of ocean with a little bit of blue in there. At the bottom, you can kind of see it shooting up. Okay, that's going to go in your box. What do I want to do? I'm going to do a big one. Do a grab bag, another grab bag. There's my, let's see. Do a little grab bag. I don't want to do the grab bag. They don't look so great. The bags are all dingy. Do another scoop or pinch of orange kyanite blades. We're going to run it at 5. Everything that you see here you get for this auction, $5. It is orange kyanite. Again, Tanzania. These are blade shaped. They're flat, mostly. Flat and long. Really good translucence. And you get everything that you see in this pile here. So very nice little pinch or a scoop of orange kyanite. Lotta looks like you got it again. Lotta is the kyanite fan. Oh, do I have it here? Oh no. You know what? I so hoped. For the next show, I've got some Pennsylvania kyanite, some North Carolina kyanite clusters, and things that I want to put to auction. It's going to have to be next show because I didn't pick them up. I don't think. Pennsylvania kyanite. Let me think where that might be. Thank you, Lotta. I really appreciate it. Let's keep rolling with it and see what we can find here. For what are we starting at? Starting at 5, right? Do a series of greens for 5. Start. Yeah, it's starting at 5. Okay, everything you see there, those 4 green kyanite blades, Tanzania, Africa. Very nice pieces. $5 to start. You get the 4 pieces starting at 5. Yeah, I hope to. Next show, I'll have North Carolina kyanite, some Pennsylvania kyanite. I should have some more of that. Should have some more of that now, but I failed to grab that flat, didn't I? What a bummer. Okay, nobody on the green, but now they're out of the bin, so they're going to go over here. Let's go for some blue at 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to start this off at, what is this? Oh, this is North Carolina, right here. Isn't that funny? A wild piece. North Carolina kyanite. One piece here. Isn't that cool? All right. North Carolina kyanite, all wavy. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doing, we'll do 10 pieces for $5. Happy auctioning. That's what it said to me there. Very nice. Lotta likes that. Okay, we can do more blades. And this is Brazilian kyanite. What you see in this area here, 10 blades for $5. If anybody's jumping. Right now at $5. Lotta cleaning house today. Let's see, we'll do a big old green one maybe. Okay, Lotta. Excellent. Excellent grab. All these pieces here. He likes the rough pieces, so we'll throw in 3 more. There you go. I should probably bag those up separate. Big old pile. Blanca, do you make jewelry? You have something planned with kyanite, or you work with it or sell it? Or what is your what do you do in your world? If you don't mind sharing, of course, with the chat. Oh yeah, let's see some of those little pinch of green here. Pinch of green. Keep going. Keep going. Pinch of green. This is really like a lot of stick shaped green kyanite. There's some nice funky ones in there. This is going to be for everything outside of. I guess I should really focus my board here a little bit. What am I selling? Everything that you see in the middle there. Green kyanite, Tanzania, run it. Mostly stick shape. They're small. They're slightly cylindrical. Some of them are blade shaped. See, some of them are somewhat flat, but a lot of them are more substantial, more thicker pieces. Really nice. This one's funky. Liking that one. A lot of great shapes there on that one. Lotta's on at 5. Unless anybody jumps in. And you got it. Lotta, good pickup. Having more small tags here. Okay, very nice pickup. Good pile of green. If there's anything in the kyanite world that you want to see, anybody that's on right now that wants to want me to run an auction on, just let me know. I'm gonna have to do a giveaway here in a little bit. I get some more people in. Looks like I only got 3 people watching. New show, so not a lot of people know my show yet. And I really appreciate sharing the show or whatever. Help spread the word on the show. The next one is going to be a anything goes kind of show. Got a lot of really nice pieces of amber that I want to auction off, and apophyllite, pyrite, quartz, fluorite, all sorts of random stuff. Some of it polished, a lot of it natural. Do a lot of natural. All about the natural. Here's some nice. Let's do 3. Let's do 3 for 5. This is the dark green or teal. Some of it goes into a teal color. Dark green kyanite with a lot of biotite. So it's got a lot of personality, these pieces here. A black biotite mica. just like a mica. It's a reflective sheen to it. They have some translucence. This is very thick, but it's very translucent. This one's thick as well. A little less translucent, but it still has a little bit of that gem. And then, of course, this one. If you did take a little bit of a polish to it, some of it would shine up really nice. So these 3 pieces for $5 in the auction. Tanzania, dark green kyanite, as shown, as they say. Dark green on the stick shape. Okay. Well, not this go around. How about a pile of tumbled stones? Tumbled kyanite. This is where I wish my light was a little brighter. Not nearly as translucent. Not bright enough. Anyway, not translucent as much as a surface blue. Blue-gray, I'd say. We're going to run that at $5. Start auction there. $5 for 5 pieces. Tumbled blue kyanite. This is Indian kyanite. Kyanite, you find kyanite all over the world. Largest mines is in Virginia for kyanite. And has anybody been to that Virginia mine for kyanite? Anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? And nobody on the tumbled. If you're into kyanite, I find a lot of times you're into natural pieces. You're into it because of it's got a natural appeal to it that's unbeatable. Let's go for another orange pinch, orange scoop, fresh scoop, orange blades. I should get some sticks out, but we're going to go with that first. This auction is for all those pieces of orange kyanite from Tanzania. These, from what I understand, I've seen some orange from other locations, but mostly what you'll find is Tanzania is the place for orange. I believe it's the first place that it was found to ever occur in any kind of substance, in any kind of quantity. I don't generally see it big. Most of it is on the smaller side, but fantastic. C-Gen, first purchase. You get a freebie with that. Let's do a teal blue. Teal blue blade. Teal blue for you. We'll put that together in a box for you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. C-Gen, get you a bin here. Gonna run some more. What should we run? Any color. You bet, C-Gen. Thank you. Any color that anybody's interested in. Black, blue, green, orange. Some matrix. I have some matrix, not too much. I think I'm going to do a giveaway on a matrix piece. Once I get the count up a little higher, we'll do a giveaway. We have 2 people in right now. C-Gen, appreciate that. Let's do another one. Auction on some long, thin, tumbled, polished blue kyanite. And again, the polished pieces are blue-gray. See if that can show up on this. Zoom out. Very cool, magnetic, refractive, very cool electric-like vibe to it. Grayish blue, tumbled. 4 pieces for, what does that say, $5 or more, starting at 5. Again, makes a really nice pendant drop, very long pendant drop. All the pieces very unique, but also very cool and better than what you're seeing on this camera. I wish I could show you. 4 pieces, $5, and 3, 2, 1, and we're done. All right, let's roll into some more blades, if you will, if you want. Get this really cool Really cool piece. 2 blades in a cluster. Let me cut that light out from behind there a little bit. Very nice piece of blue kyanite from Brazil. Gemmy quality cluster. We're going to add with that really nice piece. A very nice blade. 2, 3, a very thick blade. And another blade. Okay. So everything that you see, we're going to run it for 5. Starting now. This is all Brazilian kyanite. You get this nice cluster. This very nice flat gemmy piece. Another gemmy with a blue streak. Don't we love it? I love the blue streak. And a nice flat squarish piece that's also very translucent. C-Gen in the running. And C-Gen, you got it. Right? Yeah. Make sure. Run out of small bags, so I'm going to wrap that little cluster up so it doesn't get damaged for you. Good pickup. Let's do another pinch of green. Some long blades, some stick shapes, some flat blades. Let's throw in another blade so we're going to get this. Very nice, very nice. Where can you see it best? I guess right there. Okay, all that for 5. Thank you, C-Gen. I really appreciate it. And we'll do an ocean kyanite pull here in a little bit. And then I'm going to do, some of this. We got like, it's thick. C-Gen, you got it at 10 seconds. Anybody else out there? This is for, an auction is for all those pieces of green kyanite. $5 start. Yeah, let's do like this pile here. Excellent pickup. Fantastic. And I do reuse bags, so if it says like labradorite or something on it, and it's all green kyanite, I do reuse, reduce, and recycle. So you will find boxes from all over the place, bags, as long as they're clean. I don't send you dirty stuff. Thank you, C-Gen. I really appreciate it. I have a lot of this. It's really thick, substantial pieces. African green. Some very thick pieces. Well, that's not some piece. A lot of this stuff here. It is, I wouldn't call it gemmy or anything like that because it lacks a really good definition. Got a lot of it though, and I'd love to just, some of it's really nice. Actually, I know a lot of it looks better with light behind it than it does in my hand, but I'm just going to throw it out there. These are some really nice pieces. This is all African green. Some people buy this sometimes at shows. I have quite a few pounds, let's say, of this material, and it moves very slowly. So auctioning for $5, I'd sell it, most of the big pieces for $5 a piece, small pieces for $1. I will spice it up, but I have to change the weight on this, but somebody wants that. What was that? Well, I'm doing only kyanite. Oh, what it actually is also? No, I can throw you in a couple cards, kyanite cards if you want, like little, this isn't one. Do I have any little slips? I can throw you in a couple kyanite slips. It's all kyanite. You just look at the color and say, this is blue, this is green, this is orange, etc. Where's that bag that has the... Yeah, now it doesn't say Labrador. It's just me pulling bags from the bin. But I can throw in some kyanite, like little info things or something like that if you want. I'll get that. Maybe I throw some of those in if you're interested in that. Yeah, it's all kyanite. So you'll see all this package coming in from Crystal Earth Gallery to this show. It's all kyanite, so it'll be real easy, and it'll just be like, oh, various colors, etc. So this auction is going to be $5 for everything, all that. It is, I gotta get rid of this backlight in a moment. They're not terrible pieces. Again, if you polish, this is not bad at all, but the surface isn't pretty. They're just really big pieces of green kyanite, and I have a lot, but this is all I have here. So let's move it out at 5 if anybody's interested. This auction is for everything that you see on the screen. I didn't change the weight, so they'll have to, it'll add up to an ounce, and I'm sure it'll be fine. But as long as you get it, CGen, because you're getting a whole bunch of stuff. But yes, this auction is for everything that you see. Green kyanite, this comes out of Tanzania, and they're not the most translucent in the world, but they are nice pieces. They're substantial. And CGen, you picked it up. Fantastic. Thank you so much. I'm glad that it's going to a home that clearly loves kyanite. I am a big fan of kyanite. And I have had these for quite a while. I don't have any emotional price tag on. I don't do that, but they've been for sale for a while. But I'm happy that it's found a new home. I have more. So next kyanite show, I might have some more here that I can scrap together too. But next kyanite show, we'll have some of the North Carolina kyanite, some of the Pennsylvania kyanite. I don't have too much Pennsylvania. I should have more than I do because I lived there and I went and mined it myself. I should have some more of it, but I don't. Unfortunately, really hard to mine in that spot. But next show I'll have more big pieces and fun stuff like that. I have a lot of blue. Yeah, I got a lot of that, and do I sell that here? It's kind of it's like here's a 4 pound piece, up to 13 exactly, right? So you need the small pieces. You need a lot of those funky colors and whatnot. Yeah, I only have 4 pieces here of kyanite quartz or kyanite matrix, and they're not. I got this one piece, and I don't know if I'm ready to part with it. We'll see. I'll have to put it on a bin or something, but it's a multicolor, yeah. Of the blue, one side. It's just funky. I like funky. And out of pounds and pounds, you just don't see too much unique stuff. Yeah, exactly. The smaller pieces, really, some very nice gemmy pieces. Um, the small pieces, some of the quality. Get rid of this piece. Get bin in this one. This one's flat, 57 gram. Flat stands. Nice piece, right? Big kyanite piece, big chunky. I'll just put it on for, oh God, I don't even know how much it weighs. And I didn't put my scale over here. Well, let's see. Uh, 1 to 2 pounds. 1 pound, 11 ounces. So we do. We'll do that. We're going to start it. If you're interested in a large piece, $20 to start or to grab, because there's not many people in the chat. That's for this piece here. $20. It stands. Self-standing piece. Very nice. $20. They didn't run. Yeah, weird. You know what? I do too. People, I've done a lot of gem shows, and people, a lot of collectors, and a lot of people that are just getting started, and they're like, "Here we go, start this one here." They're like, "Well, what do you collect?" I'm like, "Oh, you don't want to know what I collect. My collection doesn't look like other people's collection. I have a very specific type of thing that I collect in my stuff, and it doesn't mean that it looks cool. It sounds cool. I like stones that have sounds, and so I collect those. This $20 for this pseudomorphs, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, maybe for the next show we'll get rid of some of those bigger pieces, and maybe not. All right, let's get that backlighting back on. Any color that you're looking for? Maybe I can clear my table of some of this orange. Some more orange blades, blade shape. I do have this in stick shape too. Very popular in the stick shape for a long time. It's been very popular. Stick shape. I like the blade. I'm a big fan of the blade shape. We'll run that. Let me just see, Jen, what is your favorite gemstone? Dare I ask? Start that. Okay. Your favorite gemstone. This auction, $5 to start, is for all the orange kyanite that you see there. Tanzania. Yeah, that's right. Good answer. That's like a trick question. What's your favorite? Better not have one. All the other ones will get jealous. See, Jen likes this pile here. Very nice. Hope it's in focus and you can see it. I wanted to zoom in a little closer, but very good pickup there. Yeah. So I had my favorite for a really long time was labradorite, way back in the day. First got started in the rock world. I had a ring of it at Malachi. I love Malachi, but my favorite, labradorite. Oh my gosh. And years later, I just sold, I carried it and I sold it a lot. And I found that it was a lot of people's favorite was labradorite. And I was like, wow. And I kind of noticed a funny thing with labradorite that it kind of captures people that may not even have an interest in gemstones. It's like their instant favorite is labradorite. I was like, oh, it's very interesting character the stone has. Just what it naturally seems to do to people. Most specifically, I see it in males, quite honestly. Men who aren't even into rocks. They'll be there with their wives at the show or whatever, and be like, yeah, whatever. And then they see that labradorite. What is that? What's that doing? Yeah, good question. Magic. Little stone of webs that'll tie you into the rock world and you'll never get away. You'll be collecting rocks. Next thing you know, you gotta prop up your house for all the weight. All right, this is stick shape, so they're not flat. They're kind of bulbous, gemmy, dark green. Some of them vary towards blue green, but these look like they're mostly green green. We're gonna run that at whatever the last run was, $5. That is for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces for $5. That means it is Tanzanite and Alexandria are two up. Yeah, yeah. They're special, aren't they? Yeah. That means they're 50 cents a piece for these Tanzania dark green stick shape kyanite. See, Jen, clean it up. Clean it up. And those are yours. Not a lot of competition, but I guess there's only 3 people in here, so. Where's everybody from? I like Tanzanite too. It's a particularly unique and interesting gemstone. Tanzanite. Mm-hmm. Let's go blue. A lot of these I had set aside. These is the reason. Like again, I do have a bag here I could pull from, but All these nice blues I pulled aside to make pendants with. So that's why we're kind of lucking out with all this nice translucence. We'll go on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At 5. Oh, good. Yeah, the Kyanite is a great way to build stock and very attractive, and people love it. Oh, Denver, nice. I like Denver. I lived in Golden for a few months, a year, I guess, something like that. Lived in Colorado Springs for 2.5 years. Love Colorado. $5 for 6 pieces of blue with the streak. Okay, pull those. How about a nice gemmy teal? Let's see if I can cover that back so we see that color. Very, very teal colored. Call it ocean kyanite. Ocean kyanite for $5. This is Tanzania. This is African kyanite. Nice blade of ocean kyanite. Really good color. Really neat shape. Blade shape with a little bit of blue in there, blue streak. Definitely one of my favorite colors of kyanite. And you see, there it goes. You see a lot of really nice teal material coming out of Australia. Good grab, C-Gen. It was one of my favorite pieces in this collection here. What, C-Gen, what are you going to be selling? What is going to be your, yeah, that's this piece. You're going to love this piece, yeah. What are you going to be specializing in, or is it going to be a more general show? Good grab there. Great specimen. And yeah, I'm a new show, so this is my third. Let's see, the first one I did was amber specimens. The second one I did was labradorite. This one's all kyanite. The next one is going to be a smorgasbord of stones. Just depends on what I have. I'm doing this in my basement, middle of the night for me, nearly 10:30 East Coast time. So I kind of go as long as I can, which has been around midnight, or my battery dies, one of the two. And this one, see, I don't want to try and put this on auction if you can't see the color of the piece, which you really can't. It's just a shame. It's a big piece of not translucent, as you can see, surface color teal, but it's big. It's got some biotite mica. It's a nice specimen. But the lighting is, I think it's because of the backlight. It's just washing out the top light. Anything I can do about that? Let's see. Maybe. Lighting, and I tested out my setup several times. I say it hasn't worked too well, but here I am juggling. I tested it out for the amber because I really wanted to get the amber right because of the bugs and whatnot. How's that look? That's a little better. Anyway, I'll run that at $5. It's a big piece. I got a couple kilos. They were all big, and I thought, well, man, I need the small pieces. I don't need these big pieces. But now I wish I just kept on getting this big stuff. I like the little stuff, but so unique. It's not really green, right? And it's not blue. It's teal. All right. Well, that'll have to be for. I think that just I'll have to save these not so translucent surface color ones for later because it's just not doing it justice. How about a mix? We'll do a little mix bag here of This is fun. Yeah. This auction is going to be for everything that you see right here. Okay, let's run it at 5. All right. Okay. Everything you see there for 5. That's 4 pieces of little orange blade, 3 blue, 1 nice green, 1 nice teal or ocean kyanite. C-Gen on the 5. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking, oh, good job. All right. Solid pickup. Any interest in the black kyanite? Run a mix of that. Like I said, running all colors of kyanite tonight. Green, teal, dark green, blue, orange, gray, polished, cabochon, black. You already have a lot of the black, yeah. Okay. I'll run. Well, you got a lot of it. 3 people in. Anybody else? Before I put them over here, I guess I'll just put them over here. All right. Yeah, they're cool. Yeah, they're cool. I mean, again, a lot of what I have. I do have the bin here of the black, but a lot of what I have that I pulled out is from my. I will make jewelry out of this box. So we have a lot of jewelry-sized kyanite right now that I'm pulling from because that was my idea. I'll make jewelry out of this. How about the backlight's on? How about another grab of blades of the teal blades? Get some of these big. One, who knows how many there are? You can count them. Whole bunch. Get them in the screen though, right? Yeah, they're cool. Yeah. I mean, I dig it. $5 on these, and again, I'm having trouble. My light. Wish I could zoom in just a little closer, but we're getting what we get. See, Jen, pick them up, clean them up, clean them up. Time bomb. Need more bags. One little bag. Well, I'll be right back, folks. Looking for some bags. Completely evaporated. Baggies have disappeared. I have not. I just have all these big bags. I don't have the little bags. I don't know what happened. Anyway. C-Jan, you picked it up. Very nice. Very nice grab for $5. $5. Let's clean this table up here, huh? $5. And a pile of, is that centered? Pile of orange. And pile of orange. Run the next. Boom. Okay, this is an auction for all of this orange kyanite that you see in here. A little bit. Some of this has a bi-type mica in it. Blades of orange. Yeah, lights. It's different. Tanzania. And 5, 4. Let's do. How many people in here? 2. 2 people in here. 4 people in here. Let's jump to something else. Let's do this orange. Let's do pile of blue. Spice it up for 5